coming out here after 30 years, yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Yeah, man, we back, man. Part 2, man, of this old white racist, man, I was dealing with, man, and I'm gonna tell you, man, it takes some it takes some patience, man, to deal with this type of stuff right here. But it was crazy, man. And I said, he told me I'm getting up out of there, man, getting my black self about it. I said, what you say, man? He said, you heard me, you heard me. And then he just jabbed it on, and he said, you gonna get up out of my cell, nigga. I said, Lord, give me strength, man. Give me strength, man. This dude is crazy, man. And you can look at him and see he's just so old. It's like nothing that he can physically possibly do. But you trapped in a cell with me, and you can see that you can't physically possibly do nothing to me, and you calling me all these racial epithets and all of this. And I could have been a no understanding type dude. I could have been an ignorant type dude, you know, and jumped down there, man, and hurt that man just like that. I could have just did anything I wanted to do to him. And trust and believe me, you got dudes in prison just like that. They don't have no mercy. Them little young dudes in there, even some older cats, they got no mercy for you in there, man. They don't care he old. They don't care, you know what I'm saying, that he, you know, already on his last leg. That stuff don't faze them one bit. You know, they gonna give you the business for acting the way he acting and talking the way he talking. That's probably why he was in the cell by himself all the time, because they knew that he was racist. They knew he was a child molester, and they knew that, you know, dudes weren't gonna tolerate it because he's so old. So they knew he was at a threat to get hurt. So they was basically protecting him, and they only really put people in this cell when they had to. You know what I'm saying? When they short of bed space or something like that. So it just so happened, man, I got the luck of the draw, man. I got the luck of the draw. Yeah, so now I'm in there with him, and he calling me all these niggas, and you know, nigga done came out his mouth now so many times. Now I ain't never been in this close proximity to somebody, especially somebody of a different race, calling me nigga after nigga after nigga, and not just wanting, you know, well, I ain't gonna say I ain't want to, but not actually, you know. But I knew that was, you know, out of the question. That was something that I knew I definitely couldn't do, because like I say, if I touched this man, no matter what he did, they was gonna crucify me. Period. I knew they was gonna crucify me. It wasn't no ands, ifs, or buts about it. So that right there was in the back of my head. And I wasn't really worried about him because of the simple fact that, like I say, he couldn't physically do nothing to me unless I was asleep. Now, he can physically do anything to me when I'm asleep because, like I say, he's still a threat. You got to factor this all in. I'm in the cell with an old white racist. He mean, he don't like me, and he can't physically do nothing to me. But what if I go to sleep? I got to sleep because I'm in the cell. And it don't take nothing for even a person of his age to get a knife and stab me all in the neck or in the face when I'm asleep. You know, before I can actually get up and stop him, he could already do major damage to me. You know, see, and this stuff happens in prison. Yes, message young fellas, this stuff happens in prison. You see, because you got to lay with this dude. You got to sleep in here with somebody. Now, that person that you sleeping in there with, you always at risk when you go to sleep, whether you physically capable of handling him or not. When you sleep, you're not physically, mentally, or spiritually capable of doing anything to anybody because you're unconscious. You know, so it's always going to be a level of risk when you're in prison, no matter who you are, no matter how bad you are, always. And I can count countless and countless of dudes that got attacked in their sleep in prison, countless of them. And I know some of them that lost their life like that, lost eyes like that. You know, it's serious. So it's the dynamics in prison, man. So I'm paying attention to them, and I'm weighing all my options, but I know physically he can't do nothing to me. Although he had a different philosophy. So Because we sitting in there and I'm telling him, I said, okay, Pops, whatever you say, he get mad every time I call him Pops. Now I'm doing it on purpose because he didn't call me nigga, so I'm calling you Pops. So he getting mad, and he said, you just gonna get out of here. I don't want you in here. Why you wanna stay in here if I don't want you in here? I said, because it ain't your cell, man. You know, it is my cell. I said, it ain't, man. It's the state cell, man. It ain't yours, it ain't mine. They just put us in here. It's not your cell, you know. He said, well, I'm gonna just start throwing your stuff out. I'm gonna just move your stuff to the door and you just get out when the door. I said, man, Pops, don't put your hand on none of my stuff, man. Don't do it. He said, I will move it out of here. I said, no, you will not. You know what I'm saying? No, you will not, man. He said, look, don't make me beat your black butt in here. I'm a black belt in karate and I will use it if I have to. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. I looked at him, man, and when he said that, I literally just started laughing. And he was, I'm serious. I said, man, I said, listen, Pops, if you were a black belt, let's just say you were a black belt, man, I said, man, that was ages ago, man. I said, by now, your belt is gray, Pops. You can't do that to me. He got mad, I don't know what, man. He started walking towards me. You think and I'm like, I just put my hand out like the Heisman, man. I said, listen, Pop, go ahead, man. You better go ahead, man. So he can't even move my arm. He done walked all the way up on me where my hand is holding him back and he just hitting my hand, trying to move my hand. He can't even move my hand. So I'm like, Pops, go ahead now. You better go ahead. He talking about, I don't want you in here, man. You gotta leave. You getting out of here. I said, okay, Pops, I'm gonna leave when they make me leave. But I'm not gonna leave now. I'm not gonna leave tonight. You know that. So just go ahead on and relax, man. Then don't be messing with my stuff, man. So he said, I'm gonna get rid of all of it. I'm getting rid of it. I said, all right now. So, you know, you be in the cell with people. They got access to your TV, your property. When you leave, you know, that's some of the cruddy stuff dudes do. The TV in prison is like your big ticket item. It's the most expensive thing you could have. You know, and they overpricing us for TVs in there, man. Before I left, we had like 13-inch TVs, but one time we had 13-inch TVs. And they like $250, almost $300, you know. And before that, first we had 13-inch, then one time, they downsized. They do all of this just for economics, for money in there. Then they said, oh, we couldn't have the TVs now, 13-inch, they was too big. It was taking up too much space and property and this, that, and the third. So they made us get rid of our 13-inch TVs and drop all the way down to a 5-inch TV. Now, mind you, you done spent all this money for your TV. They don't say now, since they changed the policy, that you turn your TV in and they're gonna give you a 5-inch. No, you have to get rid of that and you have to buy you a 5-inch TV. You see this stuff, man? This is what they doing it. And the 5-inch TV was costing $250. $250 for a 5-inch TV. So that's, like I say though, that's your entertainment. That's your relief from the you know, the mundane days and stuff. So it's your big ticket item, man, you know, in prison, your TV. So dudes who don't like you, dudes who be beefing with you, dudes do cruddy stuff, man. They might pour some water in your TV, man, and mess your TV up, man, and act like they don't know what happened and stuff like that. So that's the viciousness that goes on in there, man. And that stuff right there can get you killed, you know. It can get you killed or close to death, you know, messing with people's TV or messing with anything that someone had. But that TV, yeah, that's a quick way to get you sent on to the upper room, man, right there. So I'm saying to myself, man, this man been not messing with my stuff, my TV or whatever. So I'm telling him don't mess with my stuff. He told me he'd get rid of my stuff. So I said, listen, Pop, don't mess with my stuff now. I'm telling you that. So he like, I'm just going out of here. I said, okay. So the first thing that came to my mind, I know this might be cruel, but y'all got to remember that I can't physically touch this man. You know, I'm my back against the wall. So my only defense right now is verbal. I got to verbally deal with him, handle him, you know. So I tell him, I said, well, look, this is what I'm going to do, Pops. If you touch my stuff or I come back in here and something gone, something missing, I noticed you got all these pills over here, man. This your don't you touch. I said, if you touch my stuff, man, anything to go missing, anything to get broke, man, I'm gonna start pouring them pills down the toilet, man. I'm going, you getting out of here. You better not touch my medicine. I need that. I said, okay, I need my stuff. Don't touch my stuff, I won't touch your stuff. You getting your black butt out of here, I swear to God, I'm gonna tell the warden and you. And he just going off, man. He is in a rage now. His face is red, his jaws is shaking, and my medicine I need. I said, okay, I need my stuff. Don't mess with mine, I ain't gonna mess with yours, man. He just snapping, man. And then they come in, they blow the whistle. Bleep, bleep. That means they count. They get ready to come around count. He just goes over by the door and stand by the door, and he just shaking and sitting up there. And he looking at me, and man, they started coming back for count, man. When they come back for count, man, he just sound off. CO, get me out of here. Get me out of here. He's trying to kill me in here. I said, what in the world? So the people stop at the door while they count, like, what's going on? What's going on? He's trying to kill me. He's trying to, I gotta get out of here. Get me out of here. So they like, what's going on, man? What's going on? Ask me. I said, I don't know what he talking about, man. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. He crazy. I don't know what's wrong. I just got it. He crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they like, what's going on, miss? He's trying to tell you. He started crying and he's shaking. I'm like, oh my God, man. This man he's just going crazy. So they stop the count, man, and they call the sergeant. They tell the sergeant that they need to come around here to cell, check the cell, see what's going on or whatever. So they come around there, man, and they talking to him. He telling the people I'm trying to kill him in there. He crying, he scared, he need to get out. So they pop the door, take him out to go talk to him. While they take him out to go talk to him, one of them come to the door, talking to me, ask me what's going on. I plead the fifth, man. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. Move me in here, man. The man, you know, he got some issues. Obviously, y'all know it. I just came in here. Y'all know the man crazy. I don't know what's going on. I ain't did nothing to him. I ain't touched him. I don't know what's wrong with him. So they were like, man, well, we got to find out what's going on. He said, you in here trying to kill him. He said, you messing with his medicine. And I said, man, I ain't touched nothing that man got. I don't know what he talking about, you know. So they said, man, was something going on? I said, I don't know. I don't know what he talking about, man. I don't know what's going on, man. You got to ask him. I don't know. So they go back and talk to him, man, and they come back. He's saying he's scared to come in there. They don't know what to do. Put him in there. You know, he don't want to come back to the cell. I said, okay, so you know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? They saying, well, we got to do something. We got to come up with some type of solution, right? So my thing is, I ain't going away because I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, well, look. They ended up talking to him. They said, look, well, y'all just hold on, man. We're going to try to see if we can find a cell or something, man. Move one of y'all or whatever. So I ain't got no problem with that, you know, none whatsoever. But they couldn't find nobody that want to switch with me, that want to go in the cell with him, because don't nobody want to be in the cell with him, you know. So they telling us then, telling him he got to come on back in the cell. He deal with it, man. They wait for tomorrow. They try to see if they can get something done. But right now, they can't do nothing. So he need to come back to the cell, or he was going to have to go to jail. He won't go into jail. They let him back in the cell. He comes back in there. They just tell me, don't say nothing to him. Don't bother him. I don't say nothing to him. He come back in there. He's just looking at me. He just shaking and he crying. He take his little medicine and all these pills he got to take. And he just jump right on in the bed. He laid down there all night just mumbling and fumbling and whispering. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. You know, it's like you can't believe this stuff until you actually in it. You know, and that just make me sit in there. Sometimes I just lay up on that bed, man. I just say, man, good God, man, I be in some crazy situations, man. You know, but you have to deal with all of these different things in prison. Whatever is thrown your way, you ain't got no choice but to deal with it. You can't run, you can't escape. It's just around you. The madness, the chaos, the confusion, and then when it's in your cell, it's just that much worse, man. But these are things you go through. Even it's regardless of what I got going on in my life, it got to be put to a side right now, because this is my main focus, because this is cell. This is where I'm at. This is where I got to sleep at, you know. So I got to deal with this other than whatever else may be going on in my life. So that's just, you know, the stuff you have to compartmentalize while you in prison, man. So I'm dealing with this old racist in the cell with me. He done went to the people. He crying. He distraught. I got to lay down and go to sleep. I don't know what this old fool might do. So I'm sleeping with one eye open, you know, listening for all the sounds moving in case he get up. I got to be able to pop up and see what he doing. You know, it's a reality. You know what I'm saying? Dudes have died and they sleeping on people. Sleep on them, man. I won't fall asleep on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, somebody they can get you. You can be got, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't on your P's and Q's, man. You got to stay on point like icicles, man, when you in prison. So, yeah, man, so the next day, man, but like I say, always, man, it's always a blessing in every lesson. It is, man. It's God, man. God, like I say, he may not be there when you call, but he always on time. And, man, just like that, man, the next morning, man, we go to breakfast, man. We come back and everything, man. And one of them little young jokers went in there, man, went to breakfast and got to arguing with somebody, got to fighting, man. So he get to fighting with a dude that's in another block. So they locked him up. So they got to come get his property. So they come get his property. When they go get his property and move his stuff, you know, now that's a cell open right there. You know, before I could even ask them, they come to the cell and say, man, look, got a cell open up here, man. You want this cell before we fill this cell or whatever? I say, most definitely, I want this cell. So the next man coming out gonna go in his cell. I'm getting up out of here. So I leave up out there, man. I move upstairs, man. I'm moving there with a little young buck, man. He don't know nothing. He green as a pool table 4 times square, you know. So he don't know nothing. I'm moving there with him. It's way better situation. So I didn't end up staying in that block long anyway. I might have stayed in that block then probably about 3-4 months. I ended up getting moved back to the other side of the yard, you know, because at the time, man, I was still training and boxing. They had the boxing going on, so I ended up going on the other side of the yard. And man, I used to see Pops though, man, when I get up and walk down and walk by him and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I used to aggravate him, man, because he aggravated me. You know, so I used to aggravate him. I used to say, Pops, man, I'm gonna stop by and say hi to you every now and then. Stop by your cell, talk to you, man. You stay away from my cell, nigga. You know, give me the little middle finger and everything. I smile at him and everything. Or, you know, see, I'm coming by, Pops. I stop by his cell sometime when he's sitting in there and just tap on the door. Say, how you doing, Pops? He said, get away from here. Yeah, man, I know it's wrong, man, but hey, he was calling me all types of N-words, man. I was nigga, man. I said, yeah, all right, okay, I'm gonna aggravate you a little bit. Yeah, man, but I used to do that every now and then, but he ain't like me. I know he was over there in the administration telling all types of lies on me and everything, so it's just, you know, like I said, just one of those things, man, one of those situations that you had to deal with, man. I got through it, man. It was an experience, and like I say, I learned, man. And I believe everything you go through is some type of lesson, man. It's a lesson in the situation. And I just learned, man, that you know, you got to take the good with the bad, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the crooked with the straights, man. Yeah, man, crooked with the straights, you can't complain. You just got to keep it pushing, man, and just endure what you got to endure, you know. So like I say, man, it's always a blessing, man. It's a blessing in every lesson, man. I got through that situation. It made me stronger. It was something I needed to go through at the time. So that's why I went through it, man. So like I say, man, you just don't never want to put yourself when you in those positions. So that's the key. Don't put yourself in those positions because you never know how it's going to turn out, man. So with that being said, man, God bless, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. I'll catch you next time.
The bacon special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.